Diabetes is becoming a major concern in today's society. Every 17 seconds, someone is diagnosed with diabetes. In this country, 1 in 12 Americans has diabetes, and 1 out of every 3 don't even know it. Our next guest is a very familiar face in Hollywood and on the big screen. Of course, we're talking about Chris Noth, also known as Mr. Big from Sex and the City. And this morning, he's taking a break from his very busy schedule to chat with us about his involvement with the Ask.Screen.Know campaign. Good morning, Chris.
Hi. Hi, Christy.
Great to see you.
Nice to hear you and see you.
Let me ask you now, before we talk about the campaign, I know you have a personal connection with a very dear friend who was diagnosed with diabetes, and it made an impact on your life. Can you tell me about it?
Well, he's doing very well now, but at the time, I didn't really have any knowledge of about diabetes, and so I was basically saying, well, you know, you just need to get to the gym or you just exercise, because he was way overweight to the point of being obese, but suffering from fatigue and maladies that, you know, I didn't understand. And finally, someone who did see the signs of what needed to be done. What needed to be done is he needed to get tested for diabetes, and of course he had it. He was years late in getting tested. So he had to take the medication, but he also had an opportunity to change his lifestyle, his diet. He has his own exercise regime. He's lost over 100 pounds.
Oh, that's excellent.
And he's doing great. So that's good. But what we want people to know is that you don't have to get to that point.
Right.
Because he's suffering from diabetes too, which is partly as you get older and partly through lifestyle. It hits people. We're asking people at 45 to get tested for diabetes as they would be tested for cholesterol or anything else when they go for a checkup. And what Novo Nordisk created was Ask.Screen.Know.com, which is a website that will give you the risk factors, information about diabetes, and you can assess your own sort of place in your life as to whether you have any of those symptoms.
So, Chris, you think it really would have made a difference had your friend listened to his body, recognized those risk factors?
I think he was years too late, frankly. I mean, a lot of us are in denial a lot of times. But he's doing fine, and he's great. I mean, the thing about pre-diabetes is we want to get people before they have to take the medication to make the changes. But mostly it's about changing your lifestyle through eating and exercise. So that you're going to feel better and you're going to lower your risk to diabetes. We're also saying that you need to get tested because there are no real symptoms at the beginning for pre-diabetes. Like a lot of things, you can appear to be healthy. The signs aren't always that you're overweight or obese. It can be there. It's possible it could be genetically in you, but you need the knowledge and the self-awareness, and that's why Ask.Screen.Know.com gives you that. So
and really, the campaign says it all, those 3 words, ask, screen, and know. Yeah,
it's a disease that can be controlled, and you don't have to succumb to it if you get to it early enough. But as we get older, we need to know. You need to ask, you need to know, you need to get screened.
Now, let me ask you something, Chris. You talked about the number 45. Is it important when you're over 45 or under 45?
Well, the ADA suggests at this time 45. A lot of that has to do with our culture in America now. Fast foods, processed foods, it's a very sedentary society now. People aren't getting out and moving enough, and they're creating the conditions at that age for diabetes. So we're saying 45 is the time to go and just get the blood test so that you know. And you may be pre-diabetic. If you are pre-diabetic, then you can make those lifestyle changes that are good for you anyway.
Absolutely. So where can our viewers go to get more information on Ask, Screen, and Know, and even tips on, the risk factors and all the information they need to know about diabetes?
Well, yeah, if you go to Ask.Screen.Know.com, it's a website that includes all the risk factors, information about diabetes. There's a risk assessment tool there that you can go through. And also, if you happen to be ready for your regular physical checkup, which they say, and you're going to see your doctor, have this test be included as part of your checkup.
Excellent. Now, before we leave you, I must ask you, of course, a couple questions, like how are things going on the set of The Good Wife?
We're on break, but we come back this summer to start filming the new season.
I'm looking forward.
Yeah.
And what about, go ahead.
Yeah, me too. I just got elected, as you know.
Yeah, I know.
District attorney in Chicago, and I got kicked out of my house.
I know, and I would have done the same thing to you.
I'm gonna party.
I would have kicked you out a long time ago. Now, let me ask you, any signs, I'm sure you get this question all the time, and I'm really sorry I need to ask, but I really did love Sex and the City Part 1 and 2. Any signs of a Part 3, like number 3?
It's pretty doubtful.
Oh.
It was pretty well trashed. People went and saw it, actually. It made money.
I loved it.
But I thought it was a pretty good movie. I thought it was unfair, the critical reception, actually. I think they were somehow prejudiced ahead of time. I don't know. Well. We were going through a recession, and they thought it was maybe too, I don't know what, going to Dubai was not in New York. I don't know what it was, but I doubt.
Well, never say never. Never say never in Hollywood, right?
Okay, I'll never say never, but probably not.
All right, Chris, thank you so much. We wish you the best, and thank you for doing what you're doing. It's a great cause, great information, and great awareness.
Okay, thanks, Kristen.
And if you're interested in more information regarding diabetes screening, please log on to thebalancing act.com.